Microphone, damn. So I got next little hyperspace, whatever. Thing I'm happy about is I'm glad I'm doing the videos like this because it stops me from spotted by a Pokemon. I can't travel nowhere. What the fuck you mean? Oh. There we go. Next survey. Like I was saying, I'm glad I did the videos like this, to where I'm not showing me just doing all this gathering of points and all this. It's really no point. That's just like filler. That's just taking up video space. I don't really need to do all that. Let's go in here. Let's see, 6 minutes. Damn. I don't think I made any new donuts with that super butter or whatever the hell. This is what? E-Tran. Oh damn. Cool. I think I already got Gyarados. Do I have Gyarados? I don't have them in my party. Replicator in there. Gyarados. There we go. I'm not even gonna put Mewtwo in there. I'll keep these three. It's a good sign we found a legendary Pokemon in Hyperlumius. Let's go. What type of mega form he gonna have? Gonna be interesting to see. Don't look still, damn. He turned into that big whale dude from Bleach. The dude who's a part of Baragon's what you call him, his group? The big Asian looking one. An Asian hollow looking dude. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah, whatever that second wave is. Oh. Oh, damn. There we go. That's crazy. So I wonder if we're gonna get this to Asha. Even though Asha basically said she wanted, well, she showed that she was talking about Rayquaza. Wish I had a Master Ball, but Mirror Ball gonna have to do. That was a dope transformation though. Toughest trio, you proving them their metal once again. I'm buckling down on the late night. This rogue mid heat trend data won't analyze itself. Three, you should get some rest. Gotta admit, I'm more excited about giant Pokeball time than anything in a while. I don't really care about none of this extra shit she gotta say. The dialogue just comes off like they just want to say something, not that they need to. And I think that's the part that kind of like irritates me when it comes to like RPGs. What is too majestic? Oh, hyperspace butter. That shit looks questionable. But let's see if this is the Pokemon that Asha was willing to take. even though we know it's not. It brought back some upsettingly good butter. I'll show it to her. Goodness, the one glance at butter is truly out of this world. The bounty of hyperspace is wonderful. I can make donuts with it worth every drop of your efforts. Again, I don't like this whole meeting room bullshit. This is the one part that I don't like. I really feel like they can do without showing us this, because I just want to get back to the game. Like when I tell you, it's literally like one of those situations where it's like they just want to say something and they don't have to. It's like they feel like they just want to say something. It's cringy. Ladies and gentlemen, especially to compliment Tony's curry croissants. Johnson done it again. He didn't care put us there. I could care less for this dialogue. I could literally care less for this. I'm tired of hearing about this nasty bitch curry. I'm tired of hearing about this stupid ass bread curry, whatever the fuck it is. I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of them talking about it every fucking measure. Like, damn, bro, okay, we get it. Do this shit, do this bullshit, and then we gotta sit in front of fucking curry. Work's family is delicious, yet much more, an entire universe of flavor. As much as I hesitate to praise Tony's cooking, I must. As Diane ever got tried, only my very first batch, and I'm sure it wasn't very good. I doubt that, but I guarantee she'd be over the moon if she tried one of these. Perhaps. Come on, Ansha, let's eat up and get back to the kitchen. Yeah. I swear, if only I could skip that entire dialogue right there, I would do it. Oh, and apologies earlier if I was talking and my microphone was off. I had no clue. So came from leader's room. In fact, let's put Heat Train in the mix since we got him. See, I still got some candies. Bulldoze is not even that good of a move. I don't really care for it. I'd rather just skip it. It's not all that. Doing it at the end of the night. Saw you. What she saying? You're doing it here. Heard you shout. What's the best dream? Dream wasn't. I was actually dreaming I was at a dance audition. It was weird. Trying to show up on moves with Stormy. Nothing was going right. Then Stormy Mega Evolved, and the judge said Mega Evolution was off limits. So I'm frantically trying to get Stormy to undo its Mega Evolutions. Pokemon Mega saw us at a battle. How would you get it to change back? Not sure why was Stormy dancing with you. I don't know. Maybe it was that sync. I've been dancing together since I was a kid back at home. Wait, by the way, did you dream about you someone that saw you? Totally forgot about this, but back when I was a kid, a Stormy was just a Staryu. I could never pronounce the name right, so I always ended up saying saw you. I guess it's gonna revert to something. It hurts. Next day, alarm going off. I'm suddenly dream as if something was telling me to go away. I had a dream like that too. As Lumios is expanding and merging with Lumios, maybe it's affecting our dreams. So I think it'll be easier for us to find Pokemon in Ashram. Once we let hyperspace Lumios swallow up whole reality. If for real, no, we can't let that happen. Hyper Pokemon from hyperspace Lumios started appearing here. Regular trainers like us wouldn't be able to handle them. Sorry, Ludo was trying to lighten things up with a joke. I guess it wasn't that funny. Appreciate Karina with everything's going. Let's put my foot in the mouth so deep that I should do whatever. It's odd we haven't heard from Kerbo yet. Maybe he really said it. Good morning, sir. So it gets serious. Certainly not Corporal's office. As much as I'd love to be wrong, I think we're in hyperspace. I hope it didn't open a distortion force or anything. Well, it's Team MZ. What's the meaning of this? Corporal did warn us that hyperspace Lumios will start merging with real Lumios. That hypothetical is looking more and more like a reality now. Especially not after you work so hard to prevent it. Easy now. Let's keep a cool head. Read the situation. Let's start with the facts. Normally, you all enter hyperspace using Lupa's powers, but this time you find yourself here without warning, right? Right is bizarre. I'll say, especially since it seems to have affected Janet and me. And unlike when Hoopa opens the way, there's no sign of a portal back to regular Lumio, so I guess we need to find another way out of hyperspace. Hey, did you lot take a surprise one-way trip to the Bizarro Zone, or was it just us? And we're all stuck in here. Great. A wander around aimlessly isn't going to do anyone any good. If we can't find each other, we better head here. We're in a place surrounded by walls, so look for somewhere like that. God damn it, just go. Shit. When I tell you everybody gotta have a word in before we actually leave and do something, bruh, just go. Shit. I mean, for real, like, everybody gotta get a word in. Don't they? Like, damn. Just leave. I know these motherfuckers ain't gonna want us to do 2-on-2 fights just to find where the hell we need to go. Cause that's gonna... I seen Gwen and... what's her name over there? Climb this damn shaft. I don't care to talk to... I really don't care to talk to none of these damn people. So what about fools? Over here. Place surrounded by 4 walls. This was... I really don't think we're... It would be so hot if I gotta fight Gwen and old girl before I end up getting where I need to go. Like, they're like a mandatory fight. tops. Real life be heated if we gotta fight that damn fight those two. Let's continue to rise. Looks like Lumios is in big time trouble again. Anyone got any good guesses as to what's causing our current predicament? Seems to be the case. To be more precise, power appears to be building within hyperspace distortion over the tower. That power is distorting the real Lumios, which means that not only Pokemon from hyperspace Lumios appearing in our world, but people from the real world are also being warped into hyperspace. We know the most about this whole place too. I guess our subconscious minds, we're more susceptible to hyperspace influence. These powers keep growing. Every person in Pokemon and Lumios could end up here. In time possible, no one will be able to return to the real one. It's like we're back. Experience well just shared suggests that hyperspace Lumios may need to be merging with the real one, and it's only just beginning. How much time we have left? Remember, hyperspace Lumios would get unstable if 4 or more people went in at once. Think about how many folks we just had in there now. Sure, it didn't look unstable to me. I bet it won't be long before every person in Pokemon and Lumios swallowed up. But we can stop it if we figure out what's going on with the distortion above the tower, right? That's the hope. No matter what it takes, we'll put a stop to our world merging with hyperspace. We didn't work so hard to protect Lumios just to watch it turn into some nightmare zone. And let's get back to what I managed to learn something new. Brace yourself for this. We learned that hyperspace Lumios is being created and sustained by a single Pokemon. Pokemon can be capable of this. But this Pokemon spent a long time exposed to unbridled mega power from when the tower went on its rampage. That explains why the distortion above the tower is too intense for us to get a read on. So all that mega power is causing a Pokemon to generate this strange other world. Sounds like this Pokemon might go rogue. We've got to save it and catch it. Excuse me. Once we save that poor Pokemon, will hyperspace Lumios disappear forever? If it disappears and takes with it my dream of catching a fine legendary I'm after, I'll understand. My dream isn't worth suffering of everyone here at Lumios. Very thoughtful of you, kid. I'm touched. Here's the deal. Once we handle the Pokemon causing this, hyperspace Lumios should finally stop expanding. That doesn't mean it'll disappear right away. According to our calculations, it'll linger for a bit, hopefully long enough to follow your dream. Thanks, Koron Shatsu, for being understanding. There's still a problem. How are we supposed to get that huge distortion above the tower? Even with Hoopa's help, this seems beyond us. If only I were able to keep making better donuts for you all. I don't think this one's your responsibility, Asha. Your donuts have been nothing but great. I wonder if there's some other way to power up our donuts. Something we haven't tried yet. What are you talking about? I get it. We'll feed Hooper a donut and we'll infuse with mega power, mega evolution. Hooper may not be able to mega evolve, but I bet a donut like that will bring on some really wild power anyway. Rather like the idea. If we combine the power of all, if we combine the power of all our wonderful mega evolution users, I think it ought to work. All right, we need more than Team MZs. It's time to bring the Ragtag Crisis team together. And a plan like this needs a name. We'll call it. What's extra shit, dude? Operation Mega Donut. Dude, all that hair flipping and standing up and shit just to tell us a damn name, bro. Using a donut of mine to awaken power and Hooper with on power Mega Evolution Wonderful. It will be as though we are mega evolving as well. I mean, Hooper has an unbound form, but I guess we ain't got the bottle yet. It's a prison bottle. You know what? It's time for a mountain survey hyperspace on hills. Gotta go gather points again. Alright. Save it. Get back to gathering points. Alright. We did another round of surveys. Now we're back to story. Operation Mega Donuts on the way. Ended up finding I think that's a Galarian Mr. Mime. Evolved him into a Mr. Rhyme. Any intrusion? Someone's on the door was like, folks would eat this right up. Interested in a little financial backing to turn your solo stand into a global donut empire chef. Corbo, come on. Can't help it. I got a nose for business opportunities. Boss, hate to say this, but it can be kind of hard for others to tell when you're joking. Who's joking? Anyway, listen up. I'm searching for a perfect flavor profile to capture all your mega evolution power. And I found it. So, tell them about the donut. Yes, sir. We put the whole Rust Syndicate to work coming up with a flavor profile we're rather confident in. This recipe requires you to craft a donut that meets or exceeds the following flavor scores. Being a minimum of 310 points in sweet, 100 points in spicy, 310 points in sour. It also calls for at least 40 points in bitter and 40 points in fresh. Lastly, you need a special spice, Epis Noir. It's a signature Rust Syndicate recipe, I guess. Those refined, tasteful little grains are the key to the ultimate donut. It's vital to Operation Mega Donut that you'll follow these directions precisely. Only then can you make what I've dubbed the bad dreams crueler. Once it's made, meet us in front of the tower. Okay. We're in the final stretch. He just said his piece and waltzed out. Busy guy. Ready to make the donut as long as we have the ingredients. It's gonna work. So, let me, okay, so everybody talking again. Trying to follow this distortion in hyperspace. Ready? General Felipe summon everyone to Centrical Plaza. Volume down. I'll confirm your post to stand by. Our strongest trainers working together if we're going to save Lumios. Wouldn't want a trainer of your caliber stuck in managing logistics. I'm just freezing you up. Now, go make Operation Mega Donut happen. There you go with this fucking last minute friendship speech. Like, damn, can we just get this damn thing underway? It's like Ivar's been galloping around the city looking for you. Everybody gotta get a fucking word in, bro. Do I really gotta look at? I don't really don't care for this dialogue, bro. Just get the shit started already. Oh, God. I'll stop with this fucking friendship talk and get on with the goddamn thing. Just dragging the damn conversation out, bro. Damn. I don't like when games do that. I really don't like when games do this shit. This is just annoying. It's just annoying. Damn, bro. Can y'all just get on with it? Damn. I was unbound for. These feel weirdly familiar. I could have sworn I've seen it before. In those dreams, it must have been messages from the Pokemon here in hyperspace. Sure was strange. Said stay away, but also help. Maybe it knows it'll suffer if Rogue Mega evolves. We gotta press on and find that Pokemon. No, not just find Saber from Rogue Mega evolving. I think I'm running on a Pokemon we're gonna find deeper in here. What is that? Pretty sure it's Darkrai. It drives people and Pokemon away from itself by afflicting them with nightmares. So it's absorbed tons of mega power that tower was giving off, and now it's afflicting us with hyperspace Lumiose and under this world nightmare. I say so, though I sure don't like it. Thinking of the state Darkrai is in makes me so mad. Mega Evolution is a miraculous thing. It's kind of magic born from the bond between Pokemon and trainer. Keystone and Megastone. Rogue Mega Evolution is a cruel joke that goes against, man, look at all this fucking dumb shit. Look, shut up, girl. Let's just go get the goddamn Darkrai. Acting all extra and cringe and shit. Damn. I would put the fuck is my Gengar at? Rock with him. Going against Darkrai, not too much. These other Pokemon can do. I'm not fucking surprised. It's AZ. See? How? This is just a dream, huh? It's a dream, but then again, life is a dream. How? How could you? After everything with the tower, I came back to the hotel to find you, but you did wonderfully. I'm so grateful for all you've done. You saved the Pokemon and the people of our city and my floor. You truly are the worthy leader of Team MZ. Thanks, AZ. And Karina, as strong as these two may be, they would have struggled in hyperspace not for you. Nothing to thank me for. I can't stand to let poor Pokemon suffer from World Mega Evolution. And you, AZ, I can't believe you had the nerve to kick the bucket before I made it to Lumiose. I had hoped to welcome you, but life laughs at our hopes, doesn't it? I'm glad to have known you. Thank you. Warms my heart to hear you say, after wandering the darks for as long as I have, your words almost a blindingly light. I believe in you all, no matter how hard in the night. I know you will help shape a brighter tomorrow. Let's go. Save so we don't have to see that mess again. It's too quiet. Stay away. Stop. That voice is from one of those dreams. Hurt. It hurts. You stay away. Stay away, stay away, stay away. Comes, watch out. Fuck did DARKRAI get legs? DARKRAI appeared. Gotta do with this. think it flew off somewhere else. Oh God. There's an eyeball. We're never gonna keep doing this, bro. That is the dumbest reason why that failed. I understand he was on a time limit, but I thought this shit was like story based. wait till the last fucking second and be like, oh, you ran out of time. They literally waited till like the last second to be like, oh, gotta wait. Time's up. Yeah, we saved DARKRAI from the pain of World Big Evolution. They really didn't take care of hyperspace causing Lumios to disappear. I never heard such a sunny voice out of you. Felt good about asking how. Of course, I'm happy to see Lumios safe again. Let's head back. Everybody's waiting. Pitch Black Pokemon DARKRAI was the one raging deep in hyperspace Lumios. Yeah, I guess somehow wandering into Lumios to settle the top prison tower to stay away from everyone down below. No way anyone would have found it while the tower was closed off for redevelopment. But then DARKRAI got exposed to all that mega power leaking from the tower. So its ability to inflict nightmares got cranked up and ran wild. I guess not everything we saw was nightmarish exactly. A lot of it was just odd. Makes sense that with all the different people and Pokemon here in Lumios blend together a whole city. Yeah. Maybe even DARKRAI can't always tell what's a nightmare to each other. I'm told its nightmare powers are more instinct than conscious act anyway. DARKRAI may not have meant any harm in the first place. Now, our next task to make sure Ansh's dream becomes a reality. Got that right. Since we're wrapping up things, let me say, good job, kids, you're a good bunch. You know something, you just made me the greatest Pokemon trainer around. So yeah, I'm glad I was joined, and I got to set up shop, that we might even get to carry on and do the next, what the hell? Also, let me sum up what I mean. TMZ is the best. Alright, whatever. That's it. We still gotta find Rayquaza. She specifically had a picture of Rayquaza. Okay. That was it. I'm pretty sure there's some bonus stuff we have to do. Because there was, again, she specifically wanted Rayquaza. That was the image that was shown. So Rayquaza is somewhere in the Mega DLC. I will say this though, this is one of the better DLCs. Much better than from what I remember from Scarlet and Violet. Because with Scarlet and Violet, it's like you could just run through it. You know what I mean? Like you could just run through the DLC if your Pokemon are strong enough. This one would pose a little bit more challenge. With the Pokemon being as strong as they are, you really need to train your Pokemon stats or the EVs up to as high as you can get them in order to make sure they're able to compete with the Pokemon that are pretty much over leveled in the dimensions. And of course the donuts play a role too, because depending on what donut you use, it can either it can give you an advantage in those areas in hyperspace lumios. So that's always something to pay attention to. Excuse me. Um, Outside of that, I mean, the only thing I really have an issue with really is, again, unnecessary dialogue. I felt like at times they just drug the dialogue along. They didn't really think to, like, okay, do we really need to say this or do we really need to do this? And that's just a pet peeve of mine when it comes to any RPG or any video game. Unnecessary dialogue. Just get on with it. Like, I don't feel like everybody needs to have like a last minute word in before y'all go to the final battle. Everybody don't need to say something. They don't need to have this big friendship speech every fucking time. Like, nothing needs to be that fucking cringe. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully they're in the future we can get a more straightforward. It's one thing if it lends itself to the story. It's another thing when it's just like completely useless and y'all just talking just for the sake of talking. Again, I compare it to saying something because you want to versus saying something because you need to. That's always going to be like a thing with me with video games. But I do think this is it was a pretty solid DLC. Like I said, like it took some effort. You can't just run through it. There's a lot to explore. There's a lot of Pokemon that I probably didn't even see. Because I'll be looking at the data mines. I'll be looking at the like the little dirt sheets and the little leaks and all that. There's certain Pokemon that was supposed to be in the game that I didn't even see. Matter of fact, it was Pokemon that I went against in this game that I didn't see in the wild distortions. So supposedly there's a Galarian Farfetch that I can evolve into a Surfetch, but it's only the Galarian Farfetch that evolves. So it's somewhere in here. I just didn't find the distortion where it's at. So I don't know, maybe it'll pop up after this. Just like in the last game, like maybe it'll end up in one of the wild zones after maybe after we unlock it. Like I know Rayquaza, he is still somewhere around. And if Rayquaza is around, then I mean Groudon and Kyogre have to be in this lineup too, or at least I would think so. Probably a part of some side mission, something like that. I don't know. I'm not gonna say that this is the official end. Like I'm still gonna clip this and have this as like a separate, uncut, honest review. But outside of that, I'm not gonna necessarily count this as like the final part to the playthrough. Like I still want to see, like I'm gonna look online and see if there's any, like how to obtain Rayquaza and Kyogre and Groudon if those two are in there. But if she specifically stated that she wanted to capture Rayquaza for her mother, I do want to see if something will happen if we actually capture it, or where we can capture it, or what side quests I need to complete in order to get it. That way, we can continue to close that part of the story out. Oh, she got a drawing of it. And we still gotta find Hooper's Unbound bottle. His that prison bottle. We still gotta find Hooper's prison bottle. There's a few things we have to find. Yes, so technically this isn't gonna be the final part of the playthrough. Time to see what this is. Alright, team, time to make Asha's dream become a reality. Where should we look? That's the question, isn't it? It's no good sitting around waiting for hyperspace distortions to form. Yes, we must do more than wait. Yeah, Rayquaza. I must ask that you please do everything you can to find legendary Pokemon. We will, Asha, but maybe it'll feel more like a real job if we make it official. Your original request was for us to help you make a donut, right? This is kind of like a whole new level. Do we accept requests for team members? Why wouldn't we? Well, Lord. Sounds perfectly reasonable. They doing too much. Let's just go find this thing. And we'll be happy to take your request, Asha. Now, if we only had any leads, who should we ask? I'm sorry. Why aren't we saying his name now? Well, you know what happens. Look, Corbo's our leading hyperspace Lumios expert. We'll need to involve him sooner or later. Why don't we go to his office before he has a chance to call us first? Y'all have fun. I don't think we all need to barge in together, so I'll hang in and get some training in.